Forget everything you think you understand about ghosts, hauntings, and paranormal evidence. Because the way fear reaches us today has fundamentally changed. We are no longer relying on campfire stories, whispered legends, or second-hand accounts passed down through generations. It is now 2026, and the internet has become the world's largest archive of terror, flooding our screens daily with footage that claims to capture the impossible. Shadows that stretch and move without explanation, voices recorded when no one is present, objects shifting on their own, and human-shaped figures standing where no living person should be. Some of these videos are instantly dismissed as fake. Others spread across social media at terrifying speed, shared millions of times, leaving viewers frozen between logic and fear. But the most unsettling question is not whether these videos are scary. The real question is whether any of them are real. Are we witnessing genuine glimpses into something beyond our understanding? Or are we being expertly manipulated by technology, psychology, and our own expectations? Welcome to True Terror Files Official, the channel where we don't just show you terrifying footage, we investigate it. Here, fear is not enough. Evidence matters. Context matters. Tonight, we take you deep into the most disturbing paranormal videos of 2025. Clips that dominated TikTok, Reddit, and YouTube, sparking endless debates between believers and skeptics. Before we continue, ask yourself this. If undeniable proof of the paranormal existed, would you recognize it? Or would you dismiss it out of fear of being wrong? Stay with us, because what you're about to see challenges both belief and disbelief. And if you're ready to explore the darkest corners of the internet with a critical eye, subscribe to True Terror Files Official and turn on notifications, because this investigation is just beginning. Our first case is known online as Whispering Shadows, a video that appeared anonymously on Reddit in early 2025 and exploded across the internet within 48 hours. The footage comes from a late-night security camera inside a small apartment, the kind millions of people use every day. At first glance, nothing appears unusual. The room is empty, the lighting is dim, and the camera remains fixed. But at exactly 2:13 a.m., something changes. A low, distorted whisper emerges from the audio, close enough to feel intimate, almost intentional. Seconds later, a dark shape appears to peel itself away from the corner of the room, sliding along the wall without any visible source of light or movement. No pets were present. No windows were open. The uploader claimed to be alone. Skeptics immediately pointed to camera flaws, compression artifacts, and infrared distortion, common issues in consumer-grade security systems. And visually, those explanations seem reasonable. But the audio complicates everything. When analyzed, the whisper shows breath patterns, cadence, and rhythm that do not match typical electronic interference. It doesn't sound random. It sounds deliberate. Could it be sound bleed from neighboring apartments? A distant television? Or is it a case of audio pareidolia, where the human brain desperately forms meaning from noise? Even after extensive analysis, no explanation fully accounts for both the shadow and the voice. The verdict remains unsettlingly incomplete, visually inconclusive, audio anomalous, not confirmed, not debunked, and that uncertainty is where fear thrives. Have you ever experienced something you couldn't explain, only to later question whether it truly happened? Share your thoughts, because this case is only the beginning. If you are online in 2025, you almost certainly encountered the video known as The Creeping Doll, filmed in a child's bedroom. The clip shows a porcelain doll sitting motionless on a shelf, its glass eyes reflecting faint light. The camera does not move. The room is silent. Then, slowly and unmistakably, the doll's head appears to rotate toward the camera. No hands, no strings, no visible interference. The internet reacted instantly. declaring it one of the most convincing paranormal clips ever recorded. But this case demonstrates why investigation matters. Frame-by-frame analysis reveals subtle inconsistencies in shadow alignment and reflection behavior inside the doll's eyes. When contrast and exposure levels are aggressively adjusted, a nearly invisible filament becomes detectable, likely fishing wire, positioned with surgical precision. The lighting source, placed low and off-camera, was deliberately designed to conceal the manipulation. This was not an accident. It was a carefully engineered illusion meant to exploit fear, nostalgia, and the unsettling nature of childhood objects. The motion is real, but the cause is human. This video fooled millions, not because people are foolish, but because it was expertly crafted. And that raises a disturbing question. If one hoax can be this convincing, how many others have gone undetected? Fear does not require ghosts. It only requires believable deception. This case reminds us that skepticism is not the enemy of curiosity, it is its safeguard. Not every case ends with a clean explanation. Phantom footsteps is one such example. Recorded by a private investigator documenting an abandoned property, the footage captures heavy, deliberate footsteps following behind the cameraman. The sound changes in distance and weight, responding to his movement as if something unseen is pacing him. There are no visible shadows, no reflections, no signs of editing or sound layering. Audio analysis confers accurate spatial depth, something extremely difficult to fake convincingly without advanced equipment. Every known explanation is tested. Environmental echoes, stage performance, hidden none fit cleanly. The investigator's breathing accelerates, not for a dramatic effect, but from genuine fear. This is one of the rare cases where even hardened skeptics hesitate. The conclusion is not that it is paranormal, but that it cannot be confidently explained. And psychologically, this taps into something primal. Humans are wired to fear pursuit. Being followed triggers survival instincts older than language itself. When a mystery refuses resolution, it embeds itself deeper into the mind. This footage remains one of the most disturbing uploads of 2025. Not because it proves anything, but because it leaves us without answers. So what have we learned from the most terrifying paranormal videos of 2025? Some were deliberate hoaxes, engineered with precision and intent. Others were misinterpretations of flawed technology and human perception. And a few remain disturbingly unresolved. The line between illusion and reality has never been thinner. And in a digital world where manipulation grows more advanced every day, truth becomes harder to recognize, especially when fear clouds judgment. Now we turn the investigation over to you. Which case unsettled you the most? Do you believe some footage truly defies explanation? Or do you think every mystery has a logical answer waiting to be uncovered? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you've encountered a paranormal video from 2025 that deserves serious analysis, submit it below. It may appear in our next investigation. And if you want to continue exploring the darkest corners of the internet with clarity, skepticism, and courage, subscribe to True Terraphiles Official. Because the truth is out there, and sometimes it's watching back.